So I've drawn NFL players on this channel before, but this time it's different. I'm gonna be drawing the most aura NFL lineup. So I'm gonna go from position to position, drawing the most aura player at that spot. So make sure you watch the full video, but we gotta get things started with the quarterback, obviously. We gotta figure this one out. Now, bro, I don't really think this is a crazy take, but the QB position gotta be the most stacked, like in terms of aura, like from top to bottom. So there was a lot of different choices I could have went with here. A lot of good choices actually, like Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow. The list goes on, but the QB I had to pick for most aura is gonna be Lamar Jackson. And now, hold on now. We're drafting Lamar first to this team. I wish I could play like the draft noise when people get drafted, but anyway, I think that this is the right pick. You know, Lamar's game, definitely one of the smoothest, super entertaining, specifically how y'all see him juke and evade the defense. I really was considering Jalen Hurts though. You can see I drew him on this old panel from a couple of months ago, but I know a lot of y'all gonna have different opinions than me, so y'all let me know who you would have picked for like most aura at the QB position. And this might be the most important pick because this is who's gonna lead the team too. You can see I drew him in a pose with his arms crossed, but listen, I'm gonna try to make each of the players in a slightly different pose just for contrast. I don't want them all to be looking the exact same way, straightforward with the same smile, looking like, you know, it's picture day or something. I gotta make it a little bit more interesting. I meant to mention this at the top of the video too, but some of y'all might remember that I did make the most aura NBA starting five. And the thing is, that was my best performing video this year, like the entire year. So we gotta try it with the NFL. Now I'm sure y'all noticed it, but I'm just drawing him in his uniform with no helmet because that Ravens logo is the hardest logo in the NFL to draw, I swear. But anyway, you can see on this most aura team, we got the QB spot filled. We got that filled, so now we gonna have to add some receivers to this. We got to. But as I was just saying, if we're gonna have a proper team, you know, Lamar's gonna need somebody to throw to. And since we're talking like aura all video, I had to pick somebody that was super influential, one of the faces of the league at the time. So with that said, man, I'm gonna have to go with prime OBJ. Prime OBJ. So this is gonna be when he was on the Giants with Eli Manning. You know, he had the blonde hair, number 13 on his jersey. That's the OBJ I'm talking about. That's who we're drafting to this team. So you can see I'm sketching his face in like a 3/4 angle, mainly too because I like drawing hair and I want to like draw out his fade and everything. And you know, as I said earlier, I wanted to draw out each of the players in a slightly different pose, slightly different emotion too from player to player, just to add more contrast. I keep saying that too, but makes the overall piece more interesting. Man, this is the part I was excited for. We're looking forward to the most. I get to work on his hair now. I want the fade to look really, really smooth. Had to turn into a barber real quick. That's just what I had to do for this. But back to this aura team. Who would y'all have put at the wide receiver 1 spot? Because I know, like I said, I know y'all aren't gonna have the same picks as me. You know, I honestly might have lied at the start of the video when I said the QB was the most stacked position for aura. It might be the wide receivers. But hey man, this team is coming together. We got a quarterback, we got a wide receiver, and now, you know, we do have to add another wide receiver. Come on. Now, if you didn't know, I've been posting work in progress clips from this video on my TikTok like prior to uploading. And I was asking, you know, who do I need to add at each position? And bro, listen, I gotta say this as a fact. The most requested player in the comment section, I'm talking like it seemed like everybody was saying his name, it was Justin Jefferson. Calm down now. They told me that I can't make this most aura NFL team and not include him, so that's who I have to put here at the wide receiver. My most popular NFL video does have him in the thumbnail, so you know it does make sense. Like it seems like everybody loves him. There were some other receivers that definitely could have fit into this aura team. Obviously, Jamar Chase was one. He was the reason too why I won my fantasy football league last season, so I kind of did him dirty by not adding him here. But yeah, him. George Pickens too. He was another one that got suggested a lot, requested a lot when I was posting a work in progress on TikTok. But man, obviously, I do think we made the right decision here in adding Justin Jefferson. I think he was the right pick. And hey, it looks like we went 3 for 3 so far, but very important part, we're gonna need a running back. We need a running back, so let me go add him. Now, I feel like at each position, there was actually a lot of options that would have worked. And just to reiterate, I'm not necessarily looking for the best player at each position. I'm going off of aura. So with that said, man, I'm gonna have to add that man Jahmyr Gibbs. Hey, he gotta be on his team. We're gonna need his speed. I mean, we got speed already, but we could use some more. Off topic too, but I think, you know, he could probably beat speed in the race too, no lie. You can see clearly right here that I drew him with his helmet on, and I haven't drawn any of the other players like with their helmet yet. So I need y'all though to let me know which you prefer, like when I draw the players with their helmet on, like full gear and everything, or like without it, like which one looks better to y'all. But last time I drew Jahmyr Gibbs was in an NFL nickname video. I was drawing the NFL players as their nicknames. I had to draw him as his nickname Sonic. That's, you know, that's one of the coolest nicknames in the league. Definitely gonna be dropping some more NFL nickname videos though in the future too, like maybe when the season starts. And let me say this, I have been drawing like all offensive players so far, and I was initially gonna make the last spot for a defensive player. It probably makes more sense just to make this lineup full offense at this point, so that last spot is gonna be a tight end spot now. But hey man, listen, I think this team looks tough so far. Man, I think we got all the right players. 4 for 4. We're 4 for 4 with this, so now at this position, man, y'all know, come on now, y'all know who we're gonna have to add. I'm gonna be honest though, I don't know too many tight ends. I'm way more knowledgeable about basketball than I am about NFL, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go ahead and add George Kittle. He's another one that we had to draft him to this team. You can see this is the last position, but I was planning to draw the most aura rookie. Most aura rookie too. I'll probably end up making that a short TikTok like later down the line, so look out for that. But I gotta stop playing around. I gotta stop playing around, and I just gotta show y'all this full team, the full aura team. So I'm gonna let this fade out and you'll see the reveal for the whole team. You can see, man, right here we got the most aura NFL lineup for offense, at least for offense. Let me know who y'all would have added if I got this wrong, if I got it right, and let me know if y'all want to see me do this for defensive players or if y'all are cool off that. But one more thing, I do have other NFL videos just like this on my channel, so I'll leave them right here. But thank you guys for watching. New videos coming soon, and I'm out.